Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the channel. As always, a review show after every match game. This one for the Genoa game, we won, and we should have won. Okay, before we get started, like the video, subscribe to the channel, especially subscribe to the channel, because as you can see, we're doing a Christmas giveaway. We're giving away an official Juventus jersey. You can choose which out of the three, which number, which player, all that. To know more on how to win it, go to our Twitter account. On how to win it is pinned on our Twitter account. So you just need to be a subscriber, retweet the tweet, and tag one person, and you can win an official Juventus jersey. We will do the giveaway in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and let's get into it now. So the Genoa game, we won. We did what we had to do. But I think we did more. I didn't expect us to even play that type of game. Again, Genoa were very poor, but that's not a given for us. Like, teams can be poor and we can still play awful. We can still play bad. Yesterday we played great. Like, we played. I tweeted out, I think that's the best game we played all season, and people said the Chelsea game, yeah, like that was kind of impressive, but this was more what we want to see. Like, we all asked for change, formation-wise, the way we set up, the way we play, and we've seen that now twice. The Salernitana game, this game was much better, and now the Malmo game and the Venezia game. You need to build on that. You can, you can change players. You can drop the leg, give him a rest. You can play Bonucci. You can play maybe Rabiot instead of Betancourt. You can play Keane or Kai, or maybe in Syria or something like that. Because we will get into Morata, but like, the idea, the style of play, everything needs to be the same. Like, you need to build on this now. You cannot basically abandon everything you basically have done in the last two games, basically. Because we will get into Allegri's comments. Like, even he is quite, not shocked, but quite impressed on how things are going at the moment. Which are going pretty well the last two games, especially if you compare it with previous games. The biggest problem we have is still, like, there's always one, like, on one moment we struggle to create chances, and the other moment when we create chances, we struggle to take our chances. That's not only up to Morata, we will get into Morata, but just in general, we miss a lot of chances. That's a bit worrying. If you play against better teams, you need to put away those basically clear-cut chances the Lake had, Morata, Dybala had. So yeah, now Morata, is he becoming a problem? For me, he is, because he's not playing great. Like, he's playing really bad, and he is not with his head in the game, and you saw that you saw that yesterday. He picked up a yellow card after he did something stupid. Like, he pushed the player, that's a foul. He goes into the player, into the ref, and he picks up a stupid yellow card. Like, his overall game wasn't great. Like, he missed some easy chances. He tripped over the ball. That can happen, but lately that's happening a lot to him. Like, these basically clippable moments where you think, oh my god, what have you done here? And then when he got subbed off, that was madness. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. Even if you don't like Allegri, I said it in the reaction video. Like, even if it's Sarri, if it's Pirlo, I don't care who you are. You don't do that in front of the camera where everybody's watching, the entire world is watching. You don't do that. If the coach goes at you, and deservedly so, because like, he was not with his head into the game, you just take it on your chin and you go sit on the bench. And you can talk about it in the locker room, but just going at it like he did is basically the same what happened with Bonucci before that Porto game when he was sent into the stands. Allegri came out and he said Morata got booked and I prefer to take him off. Nothing happened and he played a good game. He didn't play a good game. He's lying. We all know he's lying because he wasn't good. That being said, I think Allegri was never going to blame him publicly, but I think after behind closed doors, he will tell him, like, you cannot do those things. Like, when you play that type of game and you get pulled off, you just come off that field and you take it on your chin. Like, he should be knowing, like, he didn't play a good game. He was not with his head in the game. Just go sit on the bench and move on. That's it. He didn't do that. I don't know why, but lately nothing is going his way. A lot of them is on him. Like, a lot of these mistakes are on him. So for me, it's becoming a problem because he's not scoring goals, and even overall game, it's not what it was at the start of the season or last season. So it's very frustrating. Even when you bring on Keane is very ineffective at the moment. When he started against Salernitana, it wasn't great. We can all say play Caio. That's basically the third string attacker, and that's very. And it's very worrying. Like, that we should be going into to rely on a very young player. Like, that shouldn't be the case, because I don't think he's ready to take on that role. I wouldn't be mad if he gets a chance, but at the moment it's a very worrying situation with Morata because he's playing awful. So yeah, that's Morata. And I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think, as we all know, he's mentally he's very fragile. Like Buffon said, he cries in training and stuff like that. If he gets criticized, if he gets criticized, he shuts down, and you can see it with his on the field performances. Like, he just completely shuts down. So yeah. Now let's move on to basically the actual game and what Allegri said. So he said we were focused, we attacked the game, we could have scored more, we will keep them for the next games. Well, if you do that, great. But we did play a great game, especially in the first half. The pressing was finally coordinated. Like, it wasn't just Bentancur running out and leaving massive holes, or just Morata hunting down three players. Like, it had a purpose. It made sense. The way we were pressing, but the not scoring goals part of it, that's a bit concerning because we had a lot of chances. And also against Salernitana, Dybala missed a quite easy one. So yeah, it's Dybala. So it's kind of a problem. He also said tonight we played a good game. Now we have to close the group stages in the best way possible with Malmo, and then think about the next Champions League matches. He also said, I'll ask the team to improve their dribbling, to be more patient when carrying the ball, and then we have to be more clinical in scoring goals. We have great potential, we must do more. Now, the Malmo game is just, for me, a game to build on what you just have done in the last few games. Like, you're not going to finish first unless Zenit does something crazy against Chelsea. You're not going to finish first. It's just build on what you already have done in the next two games, maybe with some changes, but just build on that momentum. Get those, how do you want to call them, mechanisms, automatisms in there. Get everyone formidable, get everyone up to speed with the way you want to play, pressing style, movements, all those things. He says, I'll ask the team to be better in dribbling, especially to be more patient carrying the ball. That's something we need to work on, because sometimes we make the wrong decisions. We want to do stuff too quickly and we mess it up, or we slow down things when we just need to play quickly. So it's a bit hit and miss, but that's basically what we could expect if you see the quality of the team. Now, he also said Bentancur is a player who, together with Locatelli, provides quantity and quality, and he's improving. He has to be good at playing both short and long passes. I saw a lot of criticism for Bentancur. I get that. He's not good enough for the club. We should be moving on. We all know that. But I don't think this game was a game where you should be criticizing Bentancur. Because I think he had a very good game. He did what he had to do. and I don't know, it's Genoa, but he did what he had to do. He hunted down players. He won back balls. He recovered a lot of balls. He made it hard for Genoa. I know they have low quality, but just to do anything, they made it very hard for them. I don't think we should be criticizing Bianconeri on the Genoa game, but just in general, we all know he's not good enough. Then he also said in the build-up phase, the three up front have freedom of movement. That's great, because when we played with the 4-4-2, it was very static. It was very predictable. We all knew what we were trying to do. Like, it was so easy to defend against. It was very predictable, especially the way we set up with Rabiot on the left. Like, it didn't make sense. Everything was very static. Now it's not. It's fluid. Like, Kulusevski comes in, Bernardeschi drops in, Cuadrado overlaps. All those things were not really possible in the 4-4-2. Now they are, and that's positive. Then he said we are currently 5th with Fiorentina, and that's what we deserve at the moment. Our goal is to do our best. It was important to win today and get to 27 points. I mean, he's right. We deserve where we are, but we shouldn't be here. Like, we should be in a top 4 race without any problems with this squad. We aren't. We're 7 points behind this Atalanta side, who are on fire and still missing some key players. It's going to be very difficult to make up for 7 points. It is, because we all have seen this. Like, we played some good games, we won a few games, and then we collapsed again. Like, so who's going to tell us this is not happening again? Winning a few games and then collapse. And then you also need Atalanta to drop a lot of points, or Milan, or just name it. And like, you need to have a lot of things going your way, and it's never positive, like, if you don't have it in your own hands. But yeah, winning was important. Like, we're so many points behind now. And then Pellegrini, again, I said on the show, I'm not a fan of Pellegrini because he didn't improve after he left Roma. He didn't improve at all. He was very hit and miss, injury prone, some issues in training with other teams. Like, it wasn't great. That being said, the last 2 games, and especially the first half yesterday, was very impressive. Like, you can feel the confidence. Defensively, he's not great. We all know that. But going forward, he is at least energetic compared to Alexandro. He can put on a cross. He loves to take on players. He's not scared of that. Even if he messes up, he still takes on those players time in and time again. And if you can see, if he has confidence, he can do a job. Now, I don't think that is the long-term answer for the team. We need better. Just overall, as a backup, maybe he can be that. Like, coming in, doing a job, why not? Because we all know Sandro is not good enough. Now, he said, Pellegrini, I took him off because he was booked and I prefer to bring on Alexandro at the start of the second half. I'm happy with Luca. He played an excellent game. Now, I said in the reaction video, I get why you do that, but he was playing great. He got a yellow card for nothing. Like, it wasn't even a foul. He was not putting in a foot wrong. You're playing against a Genoa team who are very bad. Like, you were dominating him. There are no shots in general, not even a blocked shot. I think he could have played that game without picking up another yellow card. And that's part of growing as a player. Like, you need to be able to play another 45 minutes at home against these sides without picking up a yellow card. So I'm a bit disappointed that he took him off for that reason, especially because he was playing well and he cannot play in the Champions League because he's not on the Champions League list. So I preferred for him getting just a full 90 minutes, to be honest, because Sandro's gonna play on Wednesday because, as I said, Pellegrini's not on the Champions League list. So that's a bit disappointing, but he played a good game, and that's positive for us. And then we move on to Cuadrado. Well, we all know Cuadrado is probably the most positive guy in the locker room, or just in the club in general. Like, he always believes, and he still believes in the Scudetto. He said, we have to believe until the end. I always believe. I'm a man of faith. We have to believe in the impossible, play game after game, and try to get closer to the ones in front. That's good for him that he believes. Like, if the entire squad believes, that's great. That means there's still a good mentality in the team. I don't believe. Like, it's 11 points. Inter, Milan, Napoli, when they get their players back, they play better football than us. They're more drilled, more oiled as a machine. Even Atalanta, you know what you're gonna get with those teams every game. Even if they lose a game, you know what you're gonna get with them. With us, not so. Like, I think even making top 4 at this moment in time is very difficult for this team to make up 7 points. With that Atalanta side in front of you, like again, I said it, you need to win a lot of games without dropping points, and you need to hope they will drop points. So you need a lot of things going your way, and this team hasn't shown they can do it. Even last season, they scraped it, and basically they are the same players, bar Ronaldo left, Keane came in, and we got Locatelli. So if he believes that's good for him, I don't believe that, but that's up to him. Yeah, so that's the review show. We won. The most important thing is we won convincingly, and we played the same style of football, like the way we always play. The way we played against Salernitana. We made a change, and we kept to those changes, which is very, very important for us if you want to move forward playing that system. So that's a good win. Now Atalanta, you need to build on that. And then Venezia. Game's coming fast now. So yeah, that's a review show. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, especially subscribe if you want to be part of the giveaway. We're giving away an official Juve jersey. Go on Twitter. We pinned the message on what to do to win the jersey. So you basically need to be a subscriber. You need to retweet that post and tag a friend, and we will pick a winner in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining, and see you in the next video.